Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody guys, let's take a look again on euro currency. So it seems that common sense prevails finally, as everything returns back to its own. When yesterday, as you know, Jerome Powell said that 50 points rate change definitely will be on the table in the meeting in the beginning of the May. That supports the United States dollar and pushes higher the interest rates. And we see a really contradictory statement from the European Central Bank. Christine Lagarde said that they need to play down the perspective of the economic growth in Europe. So while the surrounding of the European Central Bank mostly suggests to see a hawkish statement or hawkish steps in rising yields, it seems that Central Bank in Europe will not be too hurry up with the rate decision. That's actually what we said in our weekly report this week and the previous week. It's because in the perspective of the collapse in the economy, and so definitely is drawing to the recession, the chances that interest rates will be rising, well, it is a really bad decision. And it seems that European Central Bank is following in this direction. This mutual effect, as you can see on the market, so euro currency very soon has played down the previous prediction. In general, this stands perfectly with the stuff that we discussed, with the possible head and shoulders. So market right now is coming to the point where you could make the decision if you would like to buy euro with the perspective of the deep retracement here. But first, let me to show you a couple of things that we have. So first of all, on euro currency, we don't have any problems. So despite this drop, trend remains bullish. But if we'll take a look at the other markets, on a 10-year yield, you can see markets returning the cup to the 294 on the statement from the Jerome Powell. And well, since the statement and the Fed decision will be relatively soon, so it will be next week, and then within the 2 weeks we have the meeting, we probably hardly will see any significant action on the interest rate. So markets will be waiting for comments from the Fed on the current economic conditions and new payrolls report and other important reports that we have. So here, with the recent statement of the Jerome Powell, I do not expect big collapse on the interest rate. So probably it will be somewhere in this area or maybe even keep rising. Just for anticipation. So you know, markets currently are moving with the expectations, not the fact. And expectations then show that interest rates will be rising. And second moment that I would like to show you is the dollar index, where you could see that yesterday performance, while in euro currency we don't have anything. Here we have definitely bullish grabber that suggests upward continuation. This potentially really big factor of the risk for euro currency head and shoulders, because if you will take the parallel look here, you will see that in fact this pattern that we have suggesting erasing of the head and shoulders on the euro currency. So it doesn't mean that you can't try to take the position, but you should understand all risks that we have currently with this setup. So chances to fail here really significant. That's, by the way, another chance for bears for taking position. If you're searching chance to go short, you could try to make the bet on a failure of the hand shoulders that we have. In fact, on the 4-hour time frame chart, markets coming to the point where a decision should be made is because it should be somewhere around 108 area at the bottom of the right arm stance. But on the 4-hour time frame chart, also recent performance looks like, well, I would call it as a rejection of price if we wouldn't have this type of action, if we would stay at some top or bottom. But currently, because return was really fast, so market has erased this upward action very fast. So it just happens immediately, I would say. So, and as a result, we've got here kind of the bearish engulfing pattern. This bearish engulfing suggests deeper downward action. So if you have taken the position yesterday, as we said, scalp traders could consider taking the short position here. It's because here, as you remember, was the confluence, was OP target that we discussed recently. You probably could keep position longer and do not, as we suggested before, you probably not need to consider closing right on the bottom of the right arm. Because with the performance of the dollar index, this performance that we have, well, chances of downward continuation looks preferable currently. Just if you control the manage your risk, it might be a really good trade. For the others, if you would like to go short, you could consider engulfing pattern, or you could consider using stop sell orders below the support and closer to the bottom of the head, because failure of the hand shoulders is always drop below the head. That's what you could use here. Maybe you could even consider some other things, maybe entering some pullback based on this engulfing pattern, something of that sort. On the hourly chart, here you can see what's going on. Market is coming to the 108.25. This is actually, guys, the point where you have to make decision on taking the long position if you would like to. All risk and all the headwinds that we have for this trade, I already have shown you. Because 618 support area stands in harmony with the bottom of the left arm. You just need to decide whether it's acceptable to you to risk with all the stuff that we have or not. Because currently markets are very unpredictable, so it might be different surprises in any moment. And, well, by technical view, we see that chance that hand shoulders looks bad, actually, but any surprising and external factor, headlines and rumors could change the situation. Well, that's mostly depends on your mentality. So conservative traders, personally speaking about me, I wouldn't take the long position on this pattern. But I'm not the really final truth, and you of course should make your own decision. So that's what we have on the euro accounts. Let's see what will happen today with this pattern, and see you in the weekly report as usual.